Hey y'all, it's Andrew Reed with Monster Creek Mushrooms, and today we're going to go over a just quick tip. But first, sorry I've not been around much the past couple of months. We have been crazy with mentorships. In fact, this is a week where I have no mentorships this week, and then next week I've got a mentorship. So I'm going to try to keep up the video game. We're also short-handed, so if you know anyone in the East Tennessee area who's looking for a job, let me know, because we're hiring. That said, we're short-handed and getting these mentorships in. So videos have been a little on the back burner. I'm trying to make sure I get content out to you guys though. Now, with that said, quick little backstory. I recently had something that completely changed my op overnight. Like the profitability just overnight. I was on our Discord. This is why you guys should definitely, anyone who does a mentorship consultation, you have access to our Discord server. Absolutely worth it. And here's one of the reasons why. Talking to this company, Desert Moon Mushrooms out of Las Vegas. Noticed they had amazing pin sets, like just phenomenal pin sets. And I was like, man, how are you just getting all these pin sets? Like, we've always kind of strived for something like that. And my pin sets are nice, but in fact, I'll show you some B-roll of some pin sets I've got going in the old way. But basically, it just comes down to we're doing a new cut. And it's not new for anybody else. It's not new. This is not going to be news for anybody who already does this. But we're literally just cutting more surface area on the block now. And I wanted to make sure that you guys had at least some of the most up-to-date information on this. So, let me just show you what I'm doing. Right here. Oh, water hose. And got you right in the fog where you can't see. How is, just gonna take you guys down with me. Got some lighting. Look at this. Look at that. And I'll get you some close up. But look at that. The thing is freaking huge. All we're doing now is we're laying the block right here on its side. Well, on the shelves before we put it up. Cut, cut, cut. So again, that is cut, cut, cut. Lift the flap, put the flap back down. Not all of this is Desert Moon stuff. This is just the way we decided to cut it, but they do the U shape. They've also got another way of upping their second flushes that I am not going to share right now. I haven't even tried it myself, which is one of the reasons why I'm not going to share it. But another reason is I just want to make sure that Desert Moon doesn't get mad at me for sharing too much information, without permission. So, this said, just look at these pin sets. They are absolutely phenomenal. So this wall was done, and this wall was done, and then two sets of shelves in the other grow room. And our profit margin, like our yields have just skyrocketed, which means our profit margin skyrockets because it's taken like 2 clusters to fill a box. That means like 2 of these blocks now fill a box, right? Just from having cut a better cut on your bags. You can actually see this is, nope. Tristan has gone through and just wrote it on the wall so that we can take it off if we want to. We decide to do something different. But yeah, look at that. And these are, we've already picked for the day. But turn it around. These are coming in phenomenally. They're doing incredibly well for us, and I'll tell you that one of my new favorite strains, the BS8, which is a blue oyster. It's blue snowcross. The blue snowcross 8 is a blue oyster, white stemmed. I showed it on a video before. It is completely blowing all my other blues out of the water as far as yield is concerned and speed of incubation. However, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. It actually has a kind of a white form at sometimes, especially at certain temperatures I've noticed. The line probably needs to be further isolated, but we've got a blue form that goes a blue-brown. It's like blue on the edges, brown in the center, and then can kind of fade out to a gray if you let it keep going. In cold weather, it gets a dark navy blue to its pin cassette and then to the edge of the caps. And that flesh is just white, just beautiful, pure white, like a snow white color. And then with the yields and the chewy texture, it's coming out phenomenally. It is absolutely one that I'm excited for to try on these new cuts, is what I mean. Let's get some actual doors for these grow rooms. We're also doing this cut, I mean, you can see for the pinks, I mean, just look at that. Beautiful, beautiful pink pin set. And of course, the rest of the room in here. We've got a bunch of old cuts I can show you. You know, we were doing just the old brown, or the old round cuts. You know, we were just doing the old square cuts. That's what I mean. Instead of the round cuts. I'm not used to being on camera anymore, guys. I'm dying. But I'm used to just doing the little square cuts. A little hole. I'll find some for you and post it over this. But it is obvious to me that the tiny little holes that we had been doing, even though they performed really well for us and we were getting good profit, good yield on this, I'm liking the way the clusters are coming out better with more surface area. I still don't want the entire side of a block exposed. I feel like that's just too dry. With that little flap, you know, it kind of hangs there. Mushrooms push it off. And it just makes, you know, it just keeps a nice little humid bubble there, I think, for the mushrooms. I think that's really what's helping this pin set survive and go further. We used to do a big U cut, actually, just when we had our blocks standing vertical, more like these, more like those pinks. Those pinks were cut and then placed on their side, so they actually, the flap is closing on the side instead of closing up and down like we used to do it. That's really pretty much it to it. I mean, just bigger cut, exposed more. There are people that do X's, like an X here, X here. We're trialing this on chestnuts. I don't know how it does on chestnuts yet. Just that my oyster yields, I mean, we cut these, started picking the mushrooms last week, and just were blown away by how many boxes we were filling all of a sudden on the same amount of blocks we've been doing. Second flushes are coming in bigger than ever as well. I can't tell you exactly why. I don't know why this is working the way it is. Because normally, the way it's always been explained to me, like when you read like Paul Stamets' book or whatever it is, you know, if you want, let's say that you know that you're going to get about a pound of mushrooms off this block, then you know if you do 4 holes, like just 4 small holes, you'll get 4 quarter-pound mushrooms. And if you do 1 decent little sized hole, you'll get a full pound mushroom cluster. But, and obviously, part of this is a yield thing for me as far as volume, because, you know, we sell by volume instead of weight. But, I mean, the boxes are heavier as well. There's just more mushroom mass with fewer clusters in there because the clusters are bigger. There's less empty space in between the clusters. So it's a win for the chefs and it's a win for us, in my opinion. Like, it's just a win-win because now I get to service more clients. I get to make more money doing the same amount of work. They get more mushroom and everybody's happy. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that quick tip. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do more videos on like all the time. I'm going to try my best to do so. But make sure you guys get on. Like, if you want to get on for an hour consult, we do hour consults, $200. I'll get you on there, then we'll get you on the Discord where you get in with a bunch of my other students and fans of the channel and people who are a lot more knowledgeable than me on a lot of different things, which is why the Discord is still making me a better grower, just as it will make you a better grower. So, with that, y'all, remember, cut those holes a little bigger and keep spawning culture.
To go and do. too.